When you think of Somalia, these are probably the scenes that spring to mind. A country torn apart by war for more than 2 decades. The war is still raging in the south. But in the northern region of Somaliland, they have managed to rebuild. A generation on, life in the north is much more peaceful. This is Hargeisa today. The very area people once deserted is now drawing money back. And refugees escaping conflict in Yemen are arriving in droves. These boats are carrying thousands across the Gulf of Aden. The relief is clear for the new arrivals. In the past 2 months alone, 5,000 Yemenis have come here looking for sanctuary. A huge building boom in Hargeisa means they are not only escaping the war, but they can find well-paid work as well. And with no restrictions on their movement, it's easier to start a new life. It's not just those escaping wars and political turmoil that are coming here. Many migrants come for the same reason that many Somalis now leave, to seek work in order to support their families at home. Adam is a Somali who recently returned from London. He says there are more opportunities here. He now runs a construction business and is hiring workers from India, Pakistan and other countries.
There's a big gap in the market because there's no skilled workers in here. And what they want to do is basically you getting the right people with the right time. So there's a market.
Despite the language barrier, Adam's team are in high spirits. Muhammad from Pakistan is the site manager and is always cheerful.
Company good, Somaliland good, Kulli Somali people good.
Some problem, the language problem, but Indian no problem, Pakistani no problem, Somali people no problem. So good, so like this, very good.
While the booming economy is attracting money, the younger generation are still living, aspiring to a life they see through the lens of Facebook. But for those who have been to Europe, they know the reality is different. Faisal Kibar is a returnee. He used to be an estate agent in Wembley. He is now a camel herder. After living in London for 24 years, he has come home.
Stress free.
Stress free.
dhaqanka waxa weeye ninka tirageelle waa nin de xoolo leh qaninimaduna ma aha kaliya xoolaha waa qalbiga marka ninka wax yar Ilaahay si u barakeeyo haysta waa qani.
Back in Hargeisa, Ethiopians make up the biggest number of immigrants in the city. Wadaje says his family and friends back home are amazed he is safe here. Ethiopians are changing the face of the city, with many owning their own business. They are often happy to do jobs that most Somalis won't even consider. Being a barber to money is beneath them. But this customer says they are making the city more cosmopolitan.
West Coast California didn't sketch a good mudama. Alabian Hagakel tree, facial scrub can at Arkansas to be Mutadakani or Hidashakado the Granamoti.
Faisal believes this changing face of Somalia will see many more people coming. He, for one, says he will never return to live in London.
حاجة أمريكان شو ورقة إيش وده عشان خلونا طلب محيطها وكونسل تكس با ما إلكتريك بيل با ma water bill ba waxaad ka fikiraysaa un nolol maalmeedkii xaggan laakiin haddaad cid warqad kusoo tuuraysaana ma jirto cid kugu soo gabay liif ku imanaysaana ma jirto waxaad xor baa tahay.
Somalia is at a crossroads. While many are returning home, others are still migrating. The challenge is to persuade young people to stay and recreate a nation that is a model for a newly peaceful Somalia.